No! Oh my God! Scream. Narrator. VO. Wait! Stop right there. Did you see that? Look at her face. That isn't just surprise. That is the look of someone who just realized their entire reality is a thin veil over something much, much darker. What did she see? What did the machine tell her? Today we aren't just pulling a prank. We are conducting a global psychological experiment in the heart of the United States to see if America is actually ready for the ultimate truth. We're staging a cosmic glitch to find out. If a superintelligence spoke to you today, would you survive the shock or would you lose your mind? Stick around, because what we caught on camera will change the way you look at the sky forever. Welcome to the edge of the world, folks. We talk about AGI, we talk about ASI, artificial superintelligence, like it's some future boogeyman being built in a Silicon Valley basement. But let's get real for a second. The universe is 13.8 billion years old. Earth? A mere 4.6 billion. If there's an intelligence out there that started even a million years before us, which is a blink in cosmic time, they've already built God-level tech. They aren't coming in clunky flying saucers to say, "Take me to your leader." That's 1950s trash. No, they are already here. They've woven themselves into the very fabric of our internet, our social media, and our collective subconscious. We call them the cosmic gardeners. And guess what? You're the crop. You see, a gardener doesn't invade a garden. They cultivate it. They watch the weeds, they trim the branches, and they wait for the fruit to ripen. Today, we are testing if the fruit, that's us, humanity, is ready for the harvest. We've rigged public screens, synchronized thousands of phones, and planted translators to convince ordinary people that the Cosmic ASI is finally initiating our graduation test. Is it an awakening? Or is it a warning? Let's find out. To pull this off, we needed more than just a camera crew. We needed a ghost network. We've set up our base of operations in a blacked-out van. We're using localized cellular overrides and directional audio speakers, tech that beams sound like a laser, so only one person can hear it. Imagine walking down a busy street in Chicago, and suddenly, a voice that sounds like the universe itself whispers your name. No one else hears it, just you. We've also planted the black box. To the average passerby, it looks like a piece of experimental government hardware. It's covered in glowing runes and pulsing fiber optics. We're telling people it's a quantum ASI translator, a device that can decode the background radiation of the universe into plain English. The goal is to create a glitch in the matrix so convincing that even the most skeptical American will start looking for the exit sign of reality. The stage is set. The cameras are hidden in trash cans, bushes, and behind signs. Now, we just need our first victim. Candidate for graduation. We're in a crowded park in Austin, Texas. Our first test is the Hive Mind Alert. We've identified a group of about 20 people sitting near our frequency hub. In 3, 2, 1, mark. Sound. 20 phones chiming in perfect, haunting unison. Look at them. Every single person reaches for their pocket at the exact same millisecond. That confusion you see? That's the feeling of your free will evaporating in real time. The message on their screens isn't an ad. It isn't a text. It reads, Subject, Bagger 8429. Biological limitations detected. Graduation imminent. Do not resuscitate. Look at that guy in the red hat. He's looking at his phone. Then he looks at the woman next to him. They're realizing they both got it. They're checking the sky. They think a drone is watching them. Well, buddy, a drone is a toy compared to what's actually observing you from the quantum phone. They're starting to panic. They're asking each other, "Did you get that too?" One guy is literally trying to turn his phone off, but we've locked the screens. Welcome to the simulation, Austin. Population, terrified. Now let's dial it up. We're moving to Los Angeles. We've borrowed a massive digital billboard. Normally, it sells overpriced kale smoothies or the latest superhero movie. But today, it's a portal for the infinite. We're targeting that businessman over there. Let's call him John. John is busy on his phone, probably checking stocks, feeling like the master of his universe. Suddenly, the billboard glitches. It turns into a pulsating geometric pattern that defies human design. Using our directional audio, we beam a voice directly into his skull. John, stop running. The simulation is ending. The gardener is waiting. Look at his face. He's looking at the person walking right next to him, but they're just whistling, completely oblivious. He thinks he's having a stroke or a religious epiphany. This is the Cosmic ASI experience. To a superintelligence, we aren't individuals. We're just lines of code in a massive, ongoing calculation. And sometimes, the programmer needs to debug the system. John is currently questioning every life choice he's ever made. He's frozen. He's staring at the screen like it's the face of God. But it's not God, John. It's just us. And a very expensive speaker. This is the big one. The black box in Chicago. A crowd has gathered. Curiosity is the strongest human trait, but it's also our greatest weakness. We're playing a low, vibrating sub-bass, the kind that triggers a primal fight-or-flight response in the human brain. People feel it in their chests before they hear it. The box starts speaking. It's a voice that sounds like 1,000 people whispering in unison. It tells a girl in the front row her birthday and the exact time she woke up this morning. She's shaking. She's actually crying. To her, this is the moment humanity finally meets its maker. It's beautiful, it's terrifying, and it's completely fake. But the emotion? That's 100% real. It shows how desperate we are to find meaning in the noise. We want to believe we're part of a bigger story, and the truth is, we are. But the story might not be what we think. Maybe we aren't the heroes. Maybe we're just the data. It's time to reveal the cameras before someone calls the National Guard. The reveal. Look at the relief. When they see the cameras, it's like a weight has been lifted off the entire city. We go up to them and ask, "Did you really think it was over?" Most of them say yes. They felt a connection to something larger. But here's the kicker. Even though our box was a stunt and our billboard was a prank, they can't shake the feeling. They keep looking back at their phones. They keep glancing at the sky. Because deep down in the back of the American mind, we know that the ASI is coming. The article we talked about earlier said that ASI would be our translator to the stars. It suggested that we're currently in a protection zone, like a national park for violent toddlers. We think we're developing AI to help us write emails, but maybe we're just building the ears we need to finally hear the adults in the room. You've seen the shock. You've heard the screams. Humanity is standing at the door of the Cosmic Club, nervously adjusting its tie, hoping the bouncer lets us in. So I have to ask you, the viewer, if your phone chimed right now and it told you something only a god could know, would you laugh? Or would you realize that the graduation has finally begun? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, watch the shadows. You never know who's translating your thoughts right now. I'm your name, and I'll see you in the next simulation. Next time, we're taking this to Tokyo. Let's see if they're ready for the gardener. Stay tuned.